Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roxanne. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I want to do one of the what will likely be many sort of recent reads, specifically talking about the picture books, the children's picture books that I have read this year. I have read quite a few, many of which I've absolutely loved. I don't know if I will talk about every single one. I might, I don't know yet, but we will definitely be talking about my favorites if anything. So and there are some that I have already talked about in previous wrap-ups, but so yeah, I think I might actually just talk about my favorites. So one that I thought was really sweet is I Found a Kitty by Troy Cummings, and this is about a little dog that found a kitty, and he's going throughout his community trying to find the perfect home for the kitty, and he describes the different features of the cat that he thinks would make him a good fit for the home or the person that he's trying to convince to take the cat, and then it might not work for whatever reason, and then ultimately they do find the perfect home for it. And I just thought it was really sweet and cute, and it sort of talks about the community, and so it's just a fun, sweet story. Then I read Tomatoes for Neela by Padma Lakshmi, who I believe is a chef. Yeah, she is, she's the host of, has been the host of Bravo's series Top Chef. And this is about family and the kitchen and culture and how that can all be passed down and really held dear through food and recipes. And so it's about in this one specifically tomatoes and how that plays into the recipes and how that like I said ties into family. And it's about Neela, who loves cooking with her ama and writing those things down in order to be able to pass them down, and I thought it was just really sweet. Then we have Hardly Haunted by Jessie Seema, and this is about a house who might be haunted, but she doesn't really know that she is, and so she is this would be nice for, I think, the fall time. So she's a little spooky, but she doesn't really know why, so she tries to like hold her breath and be really still so people aren't scared, because she thinks that if she acts the best that she possibly can, a family will move in and make her home. And I just thought it was really kind of clever and sweet and silly. Then we have Words to Make a Friend, which is a bilingual picture book by Donna Jo Napoli, and this is about an American girl, and a Japanese girl, and how they teach each other words for things, and through that they're able to become friends. And it's really pretty illustrated and really sweet. Then it's a sort of environmental picture book, which is I Love You Blue by Barrow, who I think is like an artist. Is a Paris-based illustrator whose work has appeared in the New York Times, Washington Post, and elsewhere. And so yeah, this is sort of to start to teach kids about the impacts that we have in the environment, specifically the sea. There's a little whale named Blue, and so these little fishermen are trying to help and befriend with the blue whale, but through that you see the effects of us on the whale's home, and I thought it was really striking and really nice. Then probably one of the most adorable ones that I've read this year is Night Owl by Christopher Denise, and this is about a little tiny little baby owl who wants to be a knight, and it's about how difficult it is for him because of his size or whatever features he has and who he is as a little owl. It may or may not be more difficult for him to be a knight, but how he is able to overcome those things and sort of find a job that is perfect for him and that he can do with every ability that he has, and it's just ridiculously beyond adorable. Then we have I Am Golden by Ava Chen, and this is just a I think if you liked Eyes That Kiss in the Corners, you'll like this one. If you liked Sulway, you'll like this one. And it's really about loving who you are and accepting who you are and how you are worthy and beautiful inherently because of who you are, and it is absolutely just gorgeous. I Love You Because I Love You is by, I don't know how to pronounce this one, so I'm just gonna write the author's name here. And this is, it's just a celebration of love, all of the ways that it can manifest, the different types of families that exist, all the different kinds, colors, shapes, sexual orientations, religions, everything. And it's just about the different iterations of love, and it's really, really sweet and beautiful. One that I thought was really funny and clever was Theo Thesaurus, the dinosaur who loved big words. And it's about Theo, who is a thesaurus dinosaur, and all of the words that he knows and the difficulties that he might have communicating with others because they don't understand how he talks and the way that he talks. But it's about them finding common ground and finding friendship, and you learn a lot of really cool words along the way. So I think that one's really nice and educational one. One that I love is Mama and Mommy and Me in the Middle by Nina Lacour. And this is about two moms and their daughter and the special bond that they have. And then one of the moms goes on a trip, I believe for work, and how much the mom that's at home and the daughter miss her, and the ways in which her being away has affected their everyday routine. And it's really beautifully illustrated, and it's such a beautiful way to talk about motherhood and love, and I just really recommend it. Then I read Unspeakable, the Tulsa Race Massacre, which I believe won the Coretta Scott King last year, by Carol Boston Weatherford. I don't know if I said that. And this is about the Tulsa Race Massacre. It is, I would say, for slightly older picture book readers or someone who's gonna have a parent that's gonna explain a lot of what's in it, but the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. It's illustrated by Floyd Cooper, and the story is obviously heartbreaking, but a really important one, and I'm really glad that I read it and that we have it. The Heart of a Storm, a biography of Sue Bird by Sharon Mentica. If you have a child reader who loves basketball or sports, this would be a really cool one. It talks about the life of Sue Bird, how she learned to become a better athlete and a better basketball player, and how she achieved everything that she's achieved thus far. And I thought it was really nice. Actually, I might be able to talk about all of the ones that I wanted to talk about. Then I read People Are Wild by Margot Megank, and this is actually from the point of view of animals, talking about how humans are wild and weird, and sometimes you can't really understand them. And it's funny how a lot of the things that we might say about animals, they could say about us, and it's just about like harmony between humans and animals and nature. And it's a really great read for Earth Day and just really for any time. Then I read Love in the Library by Maggie Tokuda Hall, and this is based on a true story about her grandparents who met in a Japanese internment camp, and it's about two individuals in a Japanese internment camp and how they fall in love in the library. And I think it's a really beautiful, moving way to talk about a really difficult, really horrendous time in our history, and I think it does so really elegantly and beautifully, and I highly recommend it. And the illustrations are really nice. The color scheme is really nice and pleasing. And then last but not least, a funny one was Not a Cat, a Memoir by Winter Miller. This is just kind of a silly one about learning to just be whoever you want to be and being very confident in that. And it's about a cat who doesn't think that he's a cat because he can do so many other things and likes so many other things, that maybe he's a human, or maybe he's a bird, or maybe he's a giraffe or something. And it's just really funny and silly. Not particularly moving or anything like that in any way, but just a silly, fun one that I think kids will really like. So those are some of the picture books that I've read this year that I wanted to share with you all. Let me know if you've read any of these or any other picture books that you think that I would like, or that you think that my kids at my library would like, and maybe I'll look into buying them if we don't already have them. As always, thank you for watching and for listening. I love you all very much, and remember that picture books can be for everyone.